All right, what's up everybody out there in the lawn mowing world? How you doing? How you doing? So you're asking yourself, should you buy a walk behind first or a zero turn first? If you're just starting out with your lawn mowing business, you're working your way up, should you get a zero turn or should you go for the walk behind? Well, you can make a ton of money with these walk behind mowers right here, and you can get them for a lot cheaper than you can a zero turn, and they're really just as quick as a zero turn. I mean, as far as the zero turns, of course you can sit down, you can on the standers you can stand up. Now these walk behinds, they also have these called selkies. You've probably seen people riding on these right here. You can stand on these wheels and you can stick this baby in fifth gear and you can ride out and get your yards done just as quick as a zero turn. Now it's not quite as comfortable as a stand on zero or a sit down, of course, because you're just riding on these. But when you're just starting out, it really doesn't matter, how comfortable you are. Really, when you're just starting out, you're trying to make some money. I get these yards done with this mower the same amount of time as when I'm on a zero turn. Okay, the same amount of time. So these right here, they're really good backups. If you have a zero turn and your zero turn goes to the shop, you can always pull out your walk behind mower and get the job done and still, keep on moving just as fast. Now, if you're just starting out, these mowers are easy to get. They're a lot cheaper than the zero turns. Now, zero turns, if you're going for used, you can find them out there for a good one. I'd say 2,800 and up for a halfway decent one. When you start going below 2,500, when you get 25 and lower, you're not really getting too much of a good zero turn, to be honest. I mean, it might run, it might work. I bought a zero turn to sit down. I paid 1,800 for it, so that's a low price for a zero. It was a 44 and it was running and everything. I used it for a while, for a few months, and then start having problems with it. Just taking it to the shop, and then it ran again for some months, not even a year, just months, and then had more problems. So going lower than 2,500 on a zero, it'll work for a while, unless you just get lucky and get something, but you're taking a chance. So if you're spending about I'd say 28 and up, 3,000, 3,500, now you're starting to get a better condition used zero turn. But when you're just starting out, spending that kind of money, 3,000 and up, it can hurt your pockets when you're just starting out. You might not have much capital. You're just starting out. You're working your way up. You don't really have 3,000 to just spend on a zero at the moment. So these right here are perfect if you're in that situation. I paid $750 for this Exmark walk behind mower. $750. That's a lot easier to come up with than 3,000. Now this one doesn't have the selkie on it, so you got to walk, but you can get the job done. Now you're walking these yards, so you are going to be kind of tired, but at least you're getting your yards done. You're not out there with a little push mower, straining yourself, because these boogers, they can go. I mean, these boogers are tough too. And I haven't had any problems. I've been using it for a few months, and I haven't had any problems with it. The booger starts right up, right on one pull. First pull starts right up. Oil's good. Transmission is perfect. No problems with the transmission. Runs like a champ. Perfect. The deck is good. Deck is solid. 750 bucks. You can get your jobs done. Now I bought this one right here for $1,000. $1,000 even, and it also came with the selkie. It came with this selkie. These selkies alone are like 300 and up. If you buy the selkie individual, I'm gonna buy one for this one too. But you know, that's just whenever I decide to get one. But I'm gonna put one on that one. But they're like $300 alone. So this one actually came with this mower. So that was a pretty good deal. As you can see, the paint's still good, deck solid, starts right up on first pull. You can see the oil still got a new look to it. Everything looks good. No problems with it. Transmission is perfect, and you can be riding. I put it in 5th gear. I get on this thing and ride out. I get my jobs done just as fast as if I'm on my 0. So if you're just starting out, I'd highly recommend, instead of stressing yourself out on how you're gonna get a 0 turn, go ahead and get the walk behind. A lot cheaper. You can get it faster, and you can go ahead and get your jobs done, and then you can work your way up from there and then get you a 0 turn. Or some people just use walk behinds. I mean, it depends on what kind of properties you're doing. You really don't even need a 0 turn, to be honest, unless you're doing certain types of properties. But if you're just doing like residentials, you really don't even, I don't really need a 0 turn to get my residentials done. This is a 36 Gravely. Both of these are 36 inches. X marks 36. This one's 36. So it gets in all the back gates. So that's one good thing about the 36 model, that it fits in most back gates. Because when you get these 52s and some of the 48s, they don't fit in the gates. So then you have to get another mower, either a push mower or something, you know, that fit in the gate. This one you can just do the front and the back and get the job done. And you can ride and get it done fast. So it's the same thing. Like, I'm getting them done just as quick as if I'm on a 0. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, some of the other type of properties, you know, the bigger properties and the more, you know, like a lot of curves and turns and stuff like that, because this one's not going to turn as sharp as a 0. So if you got a lot of quick turns and like a lot of beds in the yard and stuff you got to go around, then this could kind of be more awkward, because like I say, it doesn't turn like as sharp as the 0. But if it's just a normal yard where you can just mow it, you know, not a lot of beds in the yard or stuff to go around, a couple trees or something, oh man, these are perfect. So if you got those type of yards, man, you can make a ton of money with the walk behind mower. Spend $750 on this, $800 to $1,000, you can be riding. That simple. And these things are everywhere. If you look on Facebook Marketplace, look on OfferUp, look on your local you know, selling hubs, you can find these things, people selling them. Go to pawn shops and you can get you one quick. I mean, they're always available. You can get you one, and they're not expensive to get fixed either. Like, they're a lot cheaper, you know, if something goes wrong, to get them fixed than it is to get a 0 fixed, depending on, you know, what it is. Because there's so many components with the 0s. You got the hydros, you got all the different spindles within the you know, the 0 turns, all the electrical stuff. Where this is pretty much the only thing you got: your belts, you got your just a few spindles. Or if you have the 36 model, then, you know, the bigger ones, you probably got more spindles and stuff. But these babies last forever, man. Last forever. So yeah, if you're ready to make some money and you don't have a ton of money to invest at the moment, walk behind is the way to go. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to this video. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Y'all get some yards cut, make some good money this season. I'll see y'all on the next one.